on if bounce is active. And if bounce is active, we're going to see a bit more of a zoning playstyle, and otherwise we're going to see a bit more of a melee playstyle. But the game has already started, so if production, yeah, thank you.
There we are.
There we go. And bounce is already active. I don't know how. I don't know what happened.
I mean, you called it, right?
Yep, bounce is already.
It's been active like the entire time apparently because it's gone already.
Yep. And now hero off stage gets trumped, gets that back air, and already in a kind of a hard position. Doesn't get the down air there, and gets a crit F smash immediately.
Yeah,
oh no.
Not quite going to kill, but that move is going to pile on insane amounts of damage. There we see the reflector attempt on the kaboom. Would have absolutely spelled doom for Luchalitten there. However, missing I want to say Skipper now because that's what the names that I see on screen. Missing Elitetweet entirely. Oh no, hiccups.
Gets the forward air though, interrupts the F smash there, and gets the kill. And yeah, Hero's kind of just like jumping back, kind of trying to get his buffs, but also not running away completely, because if he runs away, then of course things like laser become easier, but gets that down tilt there. That's so big. Oh, almost catches the air dodge, barely missed it. Hero's also already almost out of mana, so he does need to get some sword hits here. Gets the back air, kills immediately, and immediately gets the bounce on deck. That's basically kind of what you want, because as I said before, if you get bounce on deck, the Falco reflector can be just ignored, because bounce always has more priority and stays longer. The only exception is bounce has been active very long, then it might just suddenly run out and then you get clipped.
Yeah, the forward air definitely going to close out that stock. Quite a performance by Elitetweet so far. Another crit for Luchalitten.
Yeah, those two crits are definitely. It's not even that they don't kill. They do nice damage, but it just feels bad to be hit by one.
Yeah, that it does. I mean, it does matter in the grand scheme of things because you're being put in a disadvantaged position, like even more so than you already would be.
Yeah.
And all that damage does pile up. That forward air would never have killed if they didn't have the extra like 30% that does.
Absolutely, and now is getting the anti-air. Oh my god, that thwack was so scary for a second.
Extremely dangerous for Luchalitten, though luckily being below 20% only gets you a 1% chance to get KO'd by thwack. I'm not actually sure if the chances get heightened as well by a reflector.
I'm not too sure. I was actually wondering about that as well. But it's a very even game now. Elitetweet getting more in, and the back air will seal it. What a nice kill confirmed.
I want to say what a quick game, but that did take like almost 3 minutes. So
yeah, it feels very fast because it's going very back and forth, obviously, but also Elitetweet is just not giving Luchalitten any time to like think or carefully pick his spells. He's always in a range where he can be a threat.
Exactly. Which is exactly the position you want to be in this type of matchup. And yeah, Elitetweet doing a very good job of that so far.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like the hero is still going to be here. Maybe in the game 3 we might see something like an Incineroar, but the hero did do it pretty nicely this game.
Yeah. I'm not actually sure if the Incineroar is still a prominent character for Luchalitten. Like, it's still Litten is in the name, so you would assume that would be the case. But I think I saw.
Oh my God, he gets slowed down.
This is terrible for Luchalitten.
Does Elitetweet know how to confirm here? Gets 40%. That's still pretty nice.
Yeah, it's still quite a lot of damage. At some point, I might have expected like a kill from that, say with what's it called?
A down air.
A down air, exactly. Ooh, going for a fully charged side B. Very big risk there. Also rids Luchalitten of a lot of mana that might be needed later in the stock.
Yeah, exactly. And even after that Hocus Pocus going in Elitetweet's favor, Luchalitten evened it up immediately and is now almost in the lead here, getting those projectiles. Those projectiles are just so strong.
Yeah, for sure. I love the usage of snooze there as well, but Elitetweet privy to it, not quite going to get punished by it. There we see.
He's out of mana completely.
Run out of mana.
Wait, did he just get mana from getting side beat?
I believe you only get mana for hitting someone, not for
Yeah, that's also what I thought, but he suddenly gained mana, so maybe they clash him? Oh, he got out of the kaboom as well. Gets a... Oh, and that's where the bounce comes into play. You can't up throw there when the bounce is active, because you just get hit immediately. Yeah. And here we see Elitetweet on a very high percent, kind of just getting some damage, trying to maybe waste a bit of his mana, because of course his spells now Oomph has worn out, so now Incineroar as well. He has no mana, he's off stage, he might just be dead here.
Just straight up dead. That's insane. Definitely a very nice edge guard from Elitetweet there. Still not dying to the up tilt. No rage on hero is going to make it very hard for him. However, I wanted to say forward air. Sizzle. Going to take out that first stock finally. But there's such a mountain to climb for Luchalitten right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Elitetweet has also been very on point with these ledge traps. And just Luchalitten, of course, trying to get something going, trying to look in the spell. But if you guess wrong a few times, then you're just dead.
Jeez. That was fast. I wanted to say in the previous game that it was fast, but this one was 2 minutes and I think 11 seconds. There it says.
Yeah, these games just feel very fast because it's high tempo. Of course, Luchalitten has to think. He has to be quick on his feet because Elitetweet is coming for you and he will catch you eventually, especially if you whiff a large move or you get a wrong spell or whatever. So yeah, definitely good stuff by Elitetweet. I'm curious, I believe we might just see the hero again, but who knows? Maybe the Incineroar.
Oh, we will see.
And we do see the Incineroar.
Well, apparently it's still a character in Luchalitten's character pool.
Yep.
And we're going to see if it's enough to take out this Falco.
Yeah.
Of course, being your old main does make you a lot more comfortable with this character, most likely. But it's your old main, not your new one, so you never know.
I do believe in the German PR, Incineroar was still listed as one of the characters, so at least he played it somewhat recently. But yeah, of course, Elitetweet is also going to have to adapt because Hero and Incineroar are two completely different characters.
Definitely true. This is definitely like there's so many different tools. There's no like projectile that you have to worry about. That's what one of the biggest things that we were talking about this entire time for Hero was that projectile game, and now he doesn't have a single one on his hands. But all of his normals are so strong.
Exactly. Yeah, and the thing we see here also is that, of course, Elitetweet was kind of chasing down the hero, making sure that he had nowhere to move. But now it's kind of the opposite. The Incineroar is definitely wanting to stay in that close range, trying to get those either command grabs, or just very strong hits. Like a random Nair will just do it, but doesn't shield that side B and gets killed for it.
Yeah, aerial side B, one of the most potent kill confirms for Falco, but there's another side B that you have to be worried about on the other side.
Exactly.
Ooh, revenge. It's a very weak revenge because it only got hit by one piece of a nair, but it's still a revenge nonetheless, and it might tack on 38%.
That is so much damage for just a single hit. Incineroar Revenge obviously makes this matchup harder because Falco is just unable to camp with lasers because if he's a bit too predictable with it, then you just, give him free stacks. And giving Incineroar free stacks is not good.
Whoa!
And he died of that.
I want to say that was bad DI, but I'm not actually sure.
It felt like bad DI, but also it felt like he pressed a move when he was in the blast zone. So he might have just pushed his character into the blast zone just a tiny bit, but he might just get a kill for that. And it's a completely even game here.
These forwarders in the blast zone have been doing so much work for Elitetweet in this set, both against the hero and against this Incineroar now. Just trying to come back against Incineroar on the ledge is such a hard task.
Exactly. And Luchalitten obviously using that neutral B to very good extent. That neutral B is so long lasting and hits so hard. Oh, it doesn't get the down there. Moves are missing left and right. But maybe there's a kill. There's an option here for Elitetweet.
Yeah, the revenge is gone. I think the damage cap is like 30-something percent, and Luchalitten taking all of that in a Falco combo, trying to go for a drag down forwarder into something, but gets grabbed himself.
That is that luchador throw. That back throw, having that as an option in the matchup is definitely something very nice because, of course, Falco wants to be in your face. And if, especially at ledge, you can just grab him and just throw him back, then, yeah, you're just dead. Yeah. It's such a nice tool to have. And I feel like Elitetweet did play this matchup pretty well. But there still needs to be a bit more adaptation, especially against the Incineroar, because I feel like he's still he's kind of thinking how to play against Luchalitten, or maybe still in his head of being trying to figure out how to play against the hero. But this is definitely a different character.
And definitely one of the biggest things that I've seen is that Luchalitten is very willing to go for those revenges. Even if it's against very small hits, that revenge does matter quite a lot, and it completely prevents the combo from like keeping on going.
Yeah, exactly. It's a very good combo breaker move. And
we'll see if Elitetweet is able to still like try to adapt to that, because revenge is like really a nice move, but if you ever miss it, that's a pretty big opportunity for a punish.
It's very punishable, obviously, but of course you get then the mind games of like, when is he going to go for it? Is he not going to go for it? And then sometimes you just drop a combo because you think he's going to go for it, and then he gets back for free. So there's no really good way of going about it, but oh, he just missed that kill confirm there.
Yeah. Oh, this is not the first kill. Oh, Jesus! Be clanking with the, or just beating out the side B, rather.
I feel like Elitetweet is getting a bit frustrated with his Incineroar living for so long. He's definitely trying to get that kill, but if he's too greedy, he might just die for it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, the Incineroar gets clipped there. Gets back for free. Can he get the kill confirm? Not yet.
Yeah, but all this damage is piling up. Up air still not quite going to do it, but there's so much damage on this Incineroar. Just about any hit will do it, and that forward air is going to be that hit. Another forward air from Luchalitten, though, putting Elitetweet back off stage. Not what I want to see. A forward tilt catching the roll there.
Yeah, that forward tilt is so good at catching, especially roll from ledge and rolls in general. It is such a big hitbox. Oh my god, he almost died off that.
Yeah, if Luchalitten wasn't ready there with an immediate up B, that would have spelled disaster, but luckily able to see that down air did in fact spike him. Able to get back onto that stage. Ooh, just barely missing that side B, getting a revenge though. It's very dangerous for both players here, but Elitetweet comes out on top, up tilt back air. Very standard Falco kill confirm, but that's all you need.
It has worked out in this game a lot for him, and just look at that, like, even just that string of Elitetweet, just using those platforms basically perfectly to just extend the combo into a way that you can kill. And of course, revenge being scary is always a factor, but if you just wait it out just like that, then you can get so much damage, especially as Falco tries the 2-frame, does not get it.
Beautiful patience from Elitetweet here. Definitely showing Luchalitten that you can't just throw out that revenge, but he can just throw out a down tilt on the ledge. Nice wall jump by Elitetweet, but Luchalitten seeing it coming and covering for it.
Yeah, exactly. Elitetweet maybe trying to reversal a bit too much in this matchup and just gets clipped for that then. However, Elitetweet, of course, still in business. One up tilt back out will seal the deal, but of course Incineroar does have that insane damage. Where you come back to, oh, and he gets clipped by the last hit.
Yeah, 4 hits on that move, and all of them do quite some shield damage. A very scary scenario. Ooh, Elitetweet still stuck at the ledge. Back throw is not quite going to do it, but he's now definitely at kill percent for a forward tilt. Sheesh.
I don't believe that was intentional to go to the stage right there, but yeah, 2-2-4.
I mean, it still might have been if Luchalitten hadn't respected that option and instead tried to cover the ledge by just going forward, then the side B would have hit.
That's true.
And that would have been a game 4 Elitetweet, but now instead we're in game 5.
Yeah, and of course you have to imagine how Elitetweet and Luchalitten are feeling. Luchalitten, of course, feeling very comfortable. Like, even if the games are close, he has been able to seal them out, and Elitetweet is just having that just a bit of trouble sealing out and dealing with also revenge, but also just those super damaging buttons and that ledge trapping. That ledge trapping is insane from Luchalitten.
Yeah, the ledge trapping has been putting up a lot of work. Ooh, quick reversal. Not quite going to get anything out of it. Try to go for a forward smash, but not.
Yeah, and Elitetweet is completely in the driver's seat of this game. Oh, but he gets footstooled! Oh
no! We see
production. Can we please see the game?
Yeah, the game's quite small right now.
We need a bigger screen for this insane action right here. Does not get the kill off of that up throw there. Does get the up smash here. That will be the kill.
I would like to see the game a little bit bigger, especially for such a climactic game 5. Percents are even.
Yeah. But gets the up tilt.
Not quite going to get any type of advantage or extension out of it, but an advantage state still will net quite some percent for Elitetweet. Down tilt up air.
Gets so much damage off of that.
There we are.
There's the game. and the crowd cheering for being able to see the game. But yeah, Elitetweet is feeling super comfortable. Even after getting footstool at 0, it doesn't feel like he ever lost any momentum. Yeah. However, he has to deal with that Incineroar ledge chopping, which has been insane this set so far. Can he be able to clip it? Up air will do it, and has it.
What we've seen quite a lot from Elitetweet when he's at the ledge is just trying to two-frame Luchalitten with a forward smash, and it hasn't worked out from up until now. But I mean, at this point, this is definitely the last stock for Luchalitten in this set. Let's see if he can make something happen out of it.
He armored through it. He techs it though.
The tech though.
Oh, he gets side B'd.
Yeah, the armor helping out Luchalitten. Armor on that side B is still, I believe it's heavy armor. I'm not entirely sure, but it's definitely very potent. But
he gets the back air.
From the back air.
What an insane set, and what a win from Elitetweet. That was an amazing Game 5.
Yeah, like, very big.